Number 1, Chris Cockburn, Lindsey Bill on the front row. Brandon Ball, Jeff Sontag, row 2. David Leger, Dustin Mooney, row 3. Brian Short, Don Painter, and Johnny Torres round out the field.
18 years of age. It'll be up to Jeffrey Abbey off of turn number 4 to put his foot through the firewall with Demi to the outside. We're underway. Nick Robbins at heat race number 2.
And a good jump off the outside for the 22. Going to lead the field down into turn number 1. That car is Tracy Denby Jr. going to lead the field out of turn number 2, down the backstretch into 3.
Tyler Bragg going to be all over the 13. J.M. McCreary down into turn number 3. Rolling off of turn number 4. Abbey trying the bottom side of Denby Jr., but it will not be enough as they race down into turn number 1.
Jeffrey Abbey got a big run down to the inside on the restart. Into turn number 3. Trying to work down to the inside and using the middle lane to his advantage, but the outside line still too much off of turn number 4. The Heart O Texas Racer. Former Team S World Dirt Track Championship, one of the B&D Motorsports. IRP 22 of Tracy Denby Jr. out front with the lead.
The racetrack nice and even and smooth all the way from the bottom to the top, boys. It's an even playing field tonight. The top side maybe a little bit faster. Oh, as Denby gets a little bit sideways off of turn number 4. Abbey right there to close the gap. We've got Chris Florio around sideways in turn number 4. He gathers it back up. We say clean and green.
Jeffrey Abbey not looking shabby as usual. Looking pretty good. And he'll try to look stabby here and take a stab from the race lead. And he will. He'll take advantage and he'll slide right up in front of the nose. But the 22 tries to drive back down underneath. Can't get the job done. He'll smash the loud pedal. Here comes Demi trying to take back what he says is, hey, that's mine. And he'll have to get up on the whip and try to regain that top spot. He's going to have a hard task doing so.
Denby trying to run him down in the turn number 3. Abbey out front, going to lead lap number 5. We've got 5 down. We've got 3 to go this time by the flag stand, ladies and gentlemen. It's Abbey out front. Denby Jr. in second spot. James McCreary third. Tyler Bragg fourth. Logan Robertson running out the top 5. Tyler Bragg, your point champion at 281 Speedway in Stephenville this year. Oh, and Denby again way up top in turn number 3. James McCreary unable to capitalize on the mistake as we come to 2 to go.
McCreary now trying to chase down the number 22 of Denby Jr. Meanwhile, the number 95 of Jeffrey Abbey slowly spacing out as he rolls off of turn number 4. He's going to have the white flag in the air. 7 down, 1 to go.
Abbey very smooth through the middle of the corners. Denby Jr. a little bit loose on the top side of 3 and 4. Abbey down the backstretch for the final time into turn number 3. Going to be nice and smooth to the middle of the racetrack once again. Going to pick up the win in heat race number 3, brought to you by Team Richardson Chassis. Jeffrey Abbey with the top spot. Tracy Denby Jr. in second spot. James McCreary third. Tyler Bragg fourth.
A lot this year as well down in the battleground. The lights are out. We're going to get this one underway. We're ready to play off of 4. Here we go.
And
so heading off into turns 1 and 2 and heading down for 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes Cody Smith, the Kaufman Texas Racer, the former runner-up in the B-Mod Nationals at Humboldt Speedway in Humboldt, Kansas will set his sights. Here comes Cliff Tupper. What's her supper off of turn number 4? And what's her supper is Thomas Blackwell to the outside. But here comes the 18 wide to the inside for the race lead. Cody Smith out of Kaufman, Texas, driving the Mark Marine number 18. They'll roll to the back bumper and try back to the inside for the top spot. Here comes Cody Smith and here comes Blackwell. He'll dispose of 2 for the price of 1, and here comes Tupper in tow.
good battle shaping up for the top spot, Zach, as we come into turn number 1. Cody Smith on the bottom going to take the lead off of turn number 2. Going to get around Corey Babbitt. Will motor down the back chute into turn number 3.
Bye-bye. Sit down and take a seat. And not quite up to that challenge yet is a 71 of the Breeze.
Into turn number 1, once again, we got a good side-by-side battle. Babbitt on the inside, going to make the move on turn number 2. He'll retake the top spot down the backstretch into 3. Cody Smith back to second. Going to try to cross him over into 3 and 4. They're door-to-door off the 4th quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Should be 4 down, 4 to go.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. And the 18Y will continue to try so hard and try to grab the top spot down the back straightaway. But he cannot rise above it. It's the 18 of Corey Babbitt. And up in front's Brock Bowen. Not sure what happened with him, but he is about to be a victim of going down a lap here, Nick. There's lap traffic right here. The 56. Hard to tell from my vantage point who the blue car is, but he is getting fastly approached here as Thomas Blackwell's marching closer and closer. Will Kaufman, Texas Racer Cody Smith be able to capitalize? Here they come as the 71 got bottled up of Corey Babbitt, but he's able to capitalize down the front straightaway halfway in. Here comes Cody Smith.
Cody Smith on the inside of, we've got one on fire in turn number 1. That is the 7K of Greg Moran. Big fire out of the 7K machine. A scary moment every time a car, you see flames coming out of the hood like that. Boy, they were almost as tall as the roof on the 7K machine. Greg Moran gets it brought to a stop. Once again, we are red flag. The battle in this one, Zach, for the top spot was getting interesting as we were coming into lap traffic. Corey Babbitt and Cody Smith have had a good one going on all race long, brother, and I think it's only going to get heated up more as we got 2 left in this one.
Yeah, a little bit of swapping for the lead there. You got to certainly love seeing that. It's a lot of fun. Cody Smith and Corey Babbitt, both former Open Wheel Modified aces who have a lot of experience in the racing careers, very versatile drivers. It's good to see Corey Babbitt back in the saddle here racing at this event, particularly was not here last year. as he's been racing a lot, obviously, down in Battleground whenever they're open in a dwarf car. He's picked up several wins down there this year. As I mentioned, a very versatile racer is the Channelview Texas racer. But, yep, him and the Kaufman Texan Cody Smith swapping the lead there several times as lap traffic began to play a factor here.
Get away from the field with nobody in front of him. But, yeah, Thomas Blackwell throwing that hat in the ring for sure as we come to green, ladies and gentlemen. 6 down and 2 to go.
Thomas looking honest. He got a good restart to the outside on the restart. And off the 2 down the back straight of the Kaufman Texas racer sets his sights on the rear spoiler of the number 71 of Corey Babbitt. He slipped up a little bit. Here comes Cody Smith to the inside for the race lead. The white flag is out. Blake, take us home.
Babbitt going to lead him off down into turn number 1. The 18 of Smith all over his back bumper as they roll off in turn 2. Blackwell waiting in third, waiting patiently as they race down to turn number 3. Smith in hard down into turn number 3, but rolling off of corner number 4. It's going to be the 71 of Babbitt taking the win.
Well, it's harder. The cake's been baked. We'll get the candles lit, and Grigsby's on the lap pedal. I know he don't like the start. Fry does not like it. Grigsby got on it a little bit too soon, I think, is what they're thinking. He did never throw the green, so, yep, there comes the yellow. And, I mean, there is going to be a little bit of play here of cat and mouse, I imagine, on these restarts, as I'm not sure if he'll be penalized or what's going to happen here. But Derek, I guess, got on it a little bit too soon. As last night they had the white chalk there in between 3 and 4, between those Uke tires, where you see the cone in between these particular ones, not the ones in the center of the corners where I guess you're supposed to refire from, correct?
Right.
So we'll see. He gets one chance to get the dance right. And
looks like we're just going to re-rack them and restack them, boys. We're going to put Grigsby back out front. He'll be alongside Justin McCoy. I want to give another quick shout-out to Michael Jennings watching at home with Aaliyah in Corpus Christi, Texas. Michael, Aaliyah, thank you so much. They're, of course, cheering on the 26G.
Absolutely. The Marshall Missile, Derek Grigsby, the 3-time Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship winner to the legendary Boot Hill Speedway. That's a clean and nice start. He'll smash the loud pedal and get us underway into 1 and getting a nice, good speed shot view there on the front straightaway as they send them off into turns 1 and 2. Off of 2, down the back straightaway, the Marshall Missile going to hold on to the race lead as the Waxahachie Texan has a nice run there to the outside, but can't get the job done with Justin McCoy. Oh, and around goes the Marshall Missile. Split second, look down, look back up. Grigsby never stopped, though, and we stay green right now, but the caution flag will come out. And Blake, did you see what happened there? The Grigsby start.
Looked like the 49K.
On the back bumper to the Marshall Missile. We're going to get underway off before we're underway here at the Heart O Texas Speedway into 1.
Battling hard down into turn number 1. We have Stroman and White. They're going to go nose to tail. Now here comes Lucky trying to bottom side of White off of turn number 2. They're going to fall in line down the back straight. White, a huge puff of smoke. Maybe losing the motor. He's up slow at the top of turns number 3 and 4, but we are still going green.
It looks like we'll skid a lap score as the 84 is going to come to a stop, and he's not going to get off the racetrack, and the caution is going to come back out. Not what we wanted to see. So coming up to him, the missile from Marshall gets on the loud pedal off of 4 with the Arkansas State IMCA champion R.J. Stroman. And the 88 to his back bumper, Tim Linares in the 1 on the restart. Kevin Rowland has worked his way into the mix. And the 14 of Kelly Lucky, the $2,500 winner of the Longhorn Classic at Billy White's Timberlawn Speedway in a factory stock for $2,500 to win 2 years ago. But off of 4, the Marshall Missile leads here at Boot Hills, at Heart O Texas Speedway into 1. It happens for the best of us into 1. Linares to the inside of the 88 of R.J. Stroman. Flip R.J. backwards. It's just rolling. But the car's not rolling expectations. I think he has a flat nick. Or Blake, the 88 is slowing down fast and in a hurry. Looks like he has a flat.
Yeah, R.J. Stroman struggling through turn number 4. I don't see a flat on the right side of the car. Let's look at the left side. Maybe on the rear, the tire going down a little bit. Stroman definitely struggling off the top of turn number 2, bottlenecking behind him. As we come to halfway home, 4 down, 4 to go for the Marshall Missile. Derek Grigsby, problems as well for the number 1 machine. That's Tim Linares out of Altus, Oklahoma. And we are going to get a yellow once again. R.J. Stroman coming to a stop at the top of turn number 4. Starting 8th, Kevin Rowland starting 9th on this race. They're up to 2nd and 3rd respectively. We are going green once again.
They're classified as passing points. Sometimes they're taking advantage of points as well. He just took advantage of what he was given, and he's taking it. And he'll take the 14 car to the woodshed down the back straightaway. Kelly Lucky going to roll into the 2015 TMS World Dirt Track Championship winner, Rowland. Your top 2 cars that both won the Texas Motor Speedway's big prestigious event. As Grigsby, once again, as I mentioned a few moments ago, won there in 2017. He walks the dog off of turn number 2 with about a 4-car length advantage of the 4. Gets pressure for the 14 of Lucky down the back straightaway, Blake.
Locke going to trail Roland down into turn number 3. Now rolling off the corner. Roland stretching the gap by about 2 car lengths, falling back to the 43B of Shives. Meanwhile, the number 69 at Grisby still your leader by about 4 car lengths. Number 14 of Locke slowly dropping back from Roland as Roland is gaining on your leader.
The 32-year-old racer out of Marshall, Texas, heads down the front boulevard for the final time of the white flag zone. Show from your judge here and executioner, Kevin Fry. Greasy bobbled there to the center of the corner, gets the car ironed back out down the back straightaway, and he will put up a nice, powerful performance here. It took a little while to get here. The lights went out, but back on. Lights, camera, action. 69 dominates and wins it. In the Marshall Lubin Auto. True Love Law Firm, JCP Auto Hills, number 69. The Marshall Missile, Derek Greasy wins in 6-9.
4th row, we have Danny Abair, driver of the 9C, followed by Jared Baird in the B4, and Mason joining of the 23J. Let the come across the stripe now. Trevathan and Gregory going to go door to door. Trevathan way up. Gregory shoving up off of turn number 2. Whitehead going to thread the needle, make it up to 4th. Fighting back down on the bottom side of turn number 3 is going to be Gregory, door to door, Trevathan.
Garrett Gregory out of Tomball, Texas, the former South Texas Shootout winner at the South Texas Speedway. 3 heavyweights here, youngster. Off a 2 down the back straightaway. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Blake. Off a 2 down the back straightaway. John O. Whittington, no stranger to victory lane of these big paying events. He'll work to the inside, and he'll try to take the second spot away. He can't get the job done. The Tomball, Texas, the performance graphics, number 48 of Garrett Gregory takes it back away. Blake into 1.
Gregory going to hold off Trevathan. He's going to try it once again off of turn number 2, but he'll not have enough. But here comes the 911 machine of Josh McGay, closing on the door of the 36J of Whitehead. Now rolling off of turn number 4. Josh McGay will fall in line, trailing your 4th place car of Whitehead.
Whitehead, the 7-time Cajun Cruiser Classic winner, won the main event last night for the factory stock from the 8th starting position. Just what he did here last year on opening night. So does exactly what he did 1 year ago. A duplicate performance for him in 36J. Just won $10,000, the King of Boot Hill, the Boot Hill Speedway in Greenwood last month. As they head opposite down the back straightaway, here comes John O. Whittington. Whittington into the big run down to the inside of the performance graphics, number 48 of Garrett Gregory from Tomball. But off of 4, out front on his lonesome, looking nice tonight, baby. The 51 of Rusty Trevathan in the Ingalls Racing Performance Chassis 751, the Mesquite, Texas Devil's Bowl Speedway track regular, down the back straightaway.
McGay and Whitehead still going to battle almost door to door. They're going to go nose to tail down into turn 3. Meanwhile, your 3 leaders rolling off at turn number 4. They're going to come across the stripe now. 2 laps to go. Trevathan, Gregory, and the 5W of Whittington, your top 3.
1.5 laps to go when he meets the midpoint of the back straightaway, the Texas logo. Into 3, Trevathan started slowing up just a little bit, and here comes Whittington back to the inside for the race lead. Here comes Jono. Jono on the loud pedal of the Ed Reinhardt Trucking Express Racing chassis built by Shane Abear. He goes up the grass and push, smashes the loud pedal, brought the stamps, he'll send it down the back straightaway with a big head of steam, but it'll come up short with the Texas Checkers coming out. It's Trevathan with a big bobble there, opens up the door, but it won't be enough for the 48 of the Tomball Texas racer Gregory as Trevathan holds him off and wins it in the 751 IRP chassis. Rusty Trevathan, your victor. Second, we'll go to the number 48 of Garrett Gregory. Flag in his hand, he's the man with the plan over the field of competition, and off before Wayne Melton smashed the throttle to the firewall. We're underway into 1.
And a good jump for Melton off the inside of the front row. He's going to lead the field through turns 1 and 2. Look at Jacob Perkle. The 141 getting together with the 730. Oh, man.
Yeah, that was...
The 731 of Michael Martin getting together with Jacob Perkle.
Shoes from out of South Texas for sure. Former racer with Doug Ingalls and late models back in the 90s. Down the front straightaway into 1. The Clont Chassis 18M. The regular at the Super Bowl Speedway in Greenville, Texas has the race lead of the form. The 18M of Wayne Melton down the back straightaway in the turn number 3. We're underway here, fellas, off of 4.
Yeah, Wayne Melton got a good restart that time. We got 2 cars together at the top of the racetrack. Looks like they're both going to keep rolling. We're going to stay green. Both cars back out on the track. But like you said, Zach, Wayne Melton, a great restart that time. Joe Aramandia sitting in second spot, but he's going to have his hands full with the 141. The 141, Jacob Perkle trying to run him down in 3rd.
Perkle starting to close the gap on the L87 of Aramendia. Perkle, one of the 2, running all the way up on the cushion. Aramendia sliding up in front of him. Perkle going to try to cut down, but falls back in line down the back straightaway. They're going to go back into turn number 3. Perkle giving a love tap mid-corner. He's going to try the bottom of turn number 4. They're going to race door to door. Perkle's going to have second place heading down into turn number 1.
A textbook slide job from the 141. Jacob Perkle set Aramendia up on the north end of the racetrack. Drag raced him down the front boulevard. Took the spot going into turn number 1. Aramendia battling back on the bottom of the racetrack off of turn number 4. We're halfway home. 4 down and 4 to go.
Perkle now starting to pull away from Araminia in third. Araminia way loose mid-corner. He's going to lose a lot of ground, but that's going to be a good thing for the number 30 G of Swinson in fourth place. Starting to close the gap. Araminia shoving his nose once again mid-corner, 3 and 4. Perkle in the 141 machine trying to run down the 18M of Wayne Milton, your race leader, about a half straightaway ahead. Number 30 car, Swinson, closing the gap on third place of Araminia.
Gonna be 2 to go this time, ladies and gentlemen. Past the flag stand, Wade Melton with nearly a straightaway advantage over Jacob Perkle in the 141. Joe Aramandia, a solid run in third place. A lot of pavement experience in the cockpit of the L87 machine right now. Joe Aramandia showing that he can get it done on the dirt as well right now in third. One more lap to go for your race leader, Wayne Melton. About 3 cars. Oh, and Perkle, 4 wheels over the cushion in turn number 2. That's going to cost him a lot of ground. It's going to be solid in the books. Coming off of turn number 4, Wayne Melton going to get the win in KMO Racing Heat Race number 7. Second spot going to be the 141. Jacob Perkle and Joe Aramandia going to hang on for third. Products Heat Race number 8 getting ready to go green off of 4.
Garcia going to lead him down off of turn number 4. Now down the front straightaway. Claunch going to race him door to door down into turn number 1. Claunch going to drift it up, plant that right rear on the cushion. But shooting off the top, we have Claunch and Day. Garcia drifting up in front of the Day. They're going to go down into turn at number 3. Day all over the back of Claunch while they're still having a battle for the lead. Garcia stuck on the bottom.
Yeah, Garcia getting NASCAR right now. Freight trains around the top of the racetrack as Claunch is your leader. Here comes Jimmy Day now with a great run off the top of turn number 2. He's going to take the spot going into turn number 3. Garcia not going to go out without a fight, not giving up, still hanging on to the third spot. Here comes Gabe Tucker, your point leader, your point champion for the National IMCA Southern Sport Mods. Sitting in the 5th position right now after starting back in the 8th spot. Gabe Tucker trying to grab a basket full of passing points into turn number 3.
What a battle we have shaping up here off of turn number 4 as they head down the front straightaway. The $5,000 winner of this year's Battle of Boot Hill at the Boot Hill Speedway in Greenwood, Louisiana. Jimmy Day out of Greenville, Texas in the Quality Intermodal. Sponsored number 23, Claunch Chassis off of 4. We just saw Wayne Milton score the victory in his Claunch Racing chassis. Into 1. All over the back bumper of the race lead is Day. He's got Scribner on his back bumper. And here comes the carbon Texas in the 95 of Gabe Tucker. Can't get the job done. The top 3 tighter than the top string on the Texas Fiddle. Nick Robbins off of 4.
Absolutely, Zach. We've still got 3 cars nose to tail pretty much around the high side of the racetrack. Your leader is still the 18T of Tim Claunch. It's Jimmy Day in second. Robert Scribner's got a great run going in third. Got to be looking for some redemption after trouble last night. We're going to be coming to 2 to go.
So the manufacturer of the chassis that's stalking his tire tracks is the man who built that car. Tim Claunch in his own built Claunch chassis out front with the lead in command. The Quinlan, Texas racer won the 2010 edition of the Texas Motor Speedway World Dirt Track Championship Finals. And he'll head through 3 and 4. I think Jimmy may have the better car right now, but he's going to follow his chassis manufacturer to the white flag into 1.
The racetrack starting to slick off a little bit, Blake, as we come around for the final lap. It's starting to get black around the top side, black down to almost the bottom of the racetrack. The white flag is out, about a half a lap to go. One more set of corners for Tim Claunch coming off of turn number 4. It looks like Claunch going to pick up the victory in Heat Race number 8 from Smiley's Racing Products. It'll be Jimmy Day in second, Robert Scribner in third.
Road off of turn number 4 in 63. We're back underway. And a good clean start. They go door to door into 1. Westover going to get the whole shot to the outside, and Groves just nearly lost the handle right in front of the field. He is able to corral it, but he got loose as a goose, but don't get him started. Here comes Adam Willis down the back straightaway. The X-File from Tim Mott. Wow, what a bonsai move. That is taking advantage right there. And they'll go 3 wide off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway into 1. Adam Willis. And the Gregory Attorney at Law number 10. All the 2 down the back straightaway, the 3 line for 4th. Down the back straightaway. Yeah, baby. Joe Adams going to split the gap, and he'll take away the 4th spot into turn number 3 off of 4. Westover out front in the lead.
Kings and Groves going to duke it out for 5th place off of turn number 4. They're going to battle door to door now past the flag stand. Graves on the bottom, Kings up on the cushion. Now here comes Macklin checking the 03 machine. He's going to cross him up and drag race him down almost 3 wide down the back straightaway.
Looking good, isn't he? They're still 3 wide. And off of 4, Macklin check a little bit of a bobble there that time off of 4 down the boulevard. Westover setting sail out front. Got wings on the 44 car tonight, with that Knowles Race Engine power underneath the hood. down the boulevard into one. Neighbors holds on to second, crosses underneath the flag stand now with Willis in tow in third. The same distance behind in third. Oh, and he bobbled big that time. And Adam's going to take advantage and he'll take that spot away. He'll slide him in front of the nose of the number 10 car. Adam Willis ended up 10th last night in passing points. Out of 130 plus cars, Blake off of 4. Westover dominating.
Rose shoving his nose in the mid corner of 3 and 4. Maklachek taking advantage and now moving up to the number 5 position. Meanwhile, we got a battle for second going on between Adams and Willis down into turn number 3. As Westover crosses this right now, we have 6 down and 2 to go.
Cale Westover, your fastest car of the night, ladies and gentlemen, a 15.052 second lap time for the 44 machine of Cale Westover. Like Zach said, got to be the proverbial favorite with 17 wins on the season coming to the white flag.
Yeah, baby. Here comes Willis. That seems to be the best battle route now on the racetrack, but Westover dominant in this one. We'll see if Willis can somehow get back around the K6 car, but for the final time through 3 and off of 4. A face full of Texas checkers from Kevin Fry, the 44 of Cale Westover dominant in this one. And the 28 of Justin Avers will finish in the second spot rather. Third, go to the K6 of Joe Adams. Adam Pawson out of Burleson in 89A. Brian Flowers in 86, and Brent Tidwell from Harlden in the IRP chassis. RTC operating number 20 starts shotgun as they send them into one. The Red Lick Texan P. Wayne. Adam Roy has the race lead. Won the factory stock 50 from 18th starting position at Billy White's Timberline Speedway for a $4,000 victory 2 years ago at Timberline. He set sail into one back in a IRP chassis, FX Series chassis by Jason Ingles. Won the first night out in that brand new chassis just a couple of weeks ago at his home track of Texarkana 67 Speedway in Texarkana, Arkansas. Off of 4 Blake, they send him down the front straightaway into one.
Day now trying to close the gap on the 4G of Rawls. Oh, Roy up and over the cushion, your race leader. Costing him valuable time. Now here comes Day, slingshotting off the top of turn number 2. He's going to race Rawls down into turn number 3. Rawls with the momentum up on the cushion. Day stuck in the black through 3 and 4.
Rawls about ready to brawl with the 20D of Rowdy Day. What a name. You know you definitely got the dukes up and ready to brawl when your name is Rowdy. That's for sure. Rowdy Day smelling the tilt tank. Other 4G of Garrett Rawls. The Waco, Texas racer continues to hold him at bay, but will it be enough? As Day is all over the rear deck lid continues as we get a little bit of a slight sprinkler here, fellas. As they head down the back straightaway. Adam Roy still in command of this one.
Yep, still Adam Roy out front, ladies and gentlemen, in the 2-car. Garrett Rawls got 3 wins on the season here this season. Oh, we've got one around in turn number 2. That is the 89.
Adam Roy has in store here. Driver of the Modern Primitives, Wounded Duck Trucking. Presto Magic Clean DE wraps number deuce into one. Adam Roy, the younger brother to Aaron, and they got problems in 1 and 2. A couple of cars coming around there, but we stay clean and we stay green. Rowdy Day finally disposes of Rawls, and he will throw his dukes up, and now he'll go to work on the back deck lid of the number 2 for Roy for the race lead.
Rawls now going to be all over the back bumper of Day, entering turn number 1. Moving up in the field is going to be the number 75 of Warren, followed by White. Now here goes Day, trying bottom side of your leader, the number 2 of Roy. They're going to be door to door. Day pushing hard off the corner. Roy coming out on top.
The respect that was shown to Adam Roy hurts Rowdy Day.
Absolutely.
He wasn't going to go in there and clean him up, and elected to show sportsmanship and play conservative a little bit there, and it cost him, but it didn't cost him much because he got the spot back just there off of turn number 2 with the white flag coming out this time by Nick.
That definitely could have been a little bit of right side romance there from Rowdy Day. I saw the dab of the brakes, the car nosed over, and Adam Roy maybe be wrapping this one up. We got about a half a lap to go down the back chute for the final time into turn number 3.
I think he's ready for it to be over because, boy, he's pushing like a dump truck.
Adam Roy going to pick up the checkered off the top of turn number 4. He'll win All-Pro Driveline Heat Race number 10. Rowdy Day will come across the line in second. Garrett Rawls will be in third. Once again, folks.
The versatile racer and INCA modified standout off of 4. We're underway with Alford starting this one from the pole position from Magnolia into 1, and it's a log jam. Into 1, they're 2 by 2 by 3 wide there. Off of 2 down the back straightaway. JJ Jennings took a stab at it, the 3-time winner at South Texas Speedway in Corpus Christi this year. And here comes the Alvarado Texan. Boy, Keith Martin drove it off deep into the corner, about ended up at the truck stop down the road.
Absolutely, Keith Martin gave it his best shot. Look at J.J. Jennings now, top side of the racetrack. Jennings going to pick up the lead as your top 2 cars go around.
What just happened? A lot happened, didn't it?
Yeah, Michael Alford, and looks like the 31 of Brian Hurd going around over in turn number 2. We're going to stay green. J.J. Jennings now to the top spot from the inside of row number 2.
And Shane Hebert is going to be sending all those guys Christmas cards if he's able to capitalize and get a good run out of the night, because he certainly appreciates it and thanks them very much for those 3 or 4 positions that he picked up there. Hebert up to 3rd.
A 15.339 second lap from J.J. Jennings that time around. Your second spot car, Keith Martin, 15.552.
J.J. Jennings with a solid fourth place finisher at the TMS event last year that Tony Stewart put on, that Grigsby won a solid top 5 finish. J.J. Jennings always an equal threat every time he comes to the race when the big money's on the line. You can bet your hard-earned dollar that 26G will have a factor in this weekend's main event.
And JJ doesn't like to lose, boys. I'll tell you this right now. That boy and his brother. Oh, and the 11 car around again. It's Michael Alford one more time. But Jennings and his crew been thrashing on that race car to get it ready for tonight, get it a little bit better than it was last evening. And right now, taking 2 to go at the line, Jennings out front, a better lap time that time, 15.326 from the 26G.
Bear now going to close the gap on Martin down the back straightaway, about a 3 car lengths back. Driving in hard to the top of turn number 3, both of your drivers up on the cushion. Meanwhile, here comes the 26G of J.J. Jennings, taking a white flag, 1 lap to go. He's going to be stuck behind the number 31 of Baird. Off of turn number 2, Bear over the cushion once again, now down the back straightaway. 1, 2, 3, down into turn number 3. Now rolling off of corner number 4, the number 26G, J.J. Jennings, going to come across. Your heat race, number 11, heat race winner. Followed by that. Kenny now going to start the race mid-corner. Rolling off of turn number 4. The green flag in the air. Butcher going to battle back topside down into turn number 1. Kenny going to cut him off. Butcher now cutting back to the bottom. Now moving up to third, and the number 4 machine is going to be Foley. They're going to go nose to tail down into turn number 2.
Gonna lead lap number 2. It's still Brandon Kenny out front. Dustin Butcher in the second spot. He's got the 4 machine of Foley all over him in the top of turns 1 and 2. Trevor Foley trying to run down the 90 machine. Dustin Butcher, your 5-time and defending limited modified champion at South Texas Speedway.
Foley right behind Butcher in the number 90 scene. But closing the gap on Foley is going to be the J2 of Justin Short, who jumps the cushion down in the middle of 1 and 2. Losing a lot of speed. And moving up to 4th is going to be Camara McDonald in the 62K.
That young lady been on it all weekend long to this point. Camara McDonald going to take over that 4th spot on the 62 as he sets their sights on the top 3 now. Dustin Butcher, the South Texas Shootout champion at South Texas Speedway for a $5,050 payday 2 seasons ago. And the 5-time track champion there at the South Texas Speedway Oval. Rolls off a 4 down the front boulevard to the back deck led to the number 21 Booth Test World Service sponsored Ramirez Racing Chassis for the 21B of Brandon Kenny, who won last year's All-Star race. $1,500 victory for him, the top 5 finisher at the Humboldt Speedway before in his career. And the B-Mod Nationals, we get a caution here on the